Hi, Bill with Rolling in the Magic. Today is September 28th, 2022. Now originally I had planned to do an update video on our move here to Florida and the sale of our house. And I do have news on that. However, that's going to have to wait for another time because today we are dealing with something much more serious, possibly dangerous, and extremely interesting for us weather nerds. It's Hurricane Ian. We are in Central Florida, Polk County to be precise, and we are in the direct line of this hurricane. Now, it's coming ashore as a Category 4, which is an extremely strong storm, very close to a Category 5 in fact. But however, they're saying by the time it gets here to Central Florida, at most it'll be a weak Category 1, if not just a strong tropical storm. And we're far enough away from the coast where we don't have to worry about storm surge, but we do have to worry about winds and extremely heavy rain. But this isn't our first go-around with tropical storms. In 2012, we dealt with Superstorm Sandy up in New Jersey. Sandy started out as a hurricane, but by the time it got to us, it was subtropical. But it still gave us a hell of a punch. Heavy rain, wind gusts of 60 miles an hour plus, and we wound up with about 2.5 feet of salt water in our house from storm surge. So we have a good idea of what to expect. Again, here in Central Florida, we don't have to worry about the storm surge, just the rain and the wind, and I think that we're going to be okay. So come along for the ride, and we're going to check this out together. Okay, as you can see, it's raining here. It's blowing a little bit, but not too horrible. The worst of the storm is forecasted to be here this evening, through the night, and early tomorrow morning. And I'm going to bring as much of it to you as I can, but of course, if it gets too bad, I'm not going to be able to come outside because I don't want to pick myself up off the ground. So at best, or I should say at worst, I'll take some pictures from the door or the window, and hopefully we're going to be okay with this. So stand by and cross your fingers. This will be exciting. All right, we'll be back in just a bit with another update. Okay, well, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Central Florida. It's not raining too heavy, but it has definitely started to blow a little bit here, and we're going to take a look at that now. You see the trees are bending, but they're not breaking yet. You can hear the wind, it's really starting to pick up. If it gets much stronger than this, I'm not going to be able to come out here. And we are still several hours away from the worst of this storm. Okay, well, that is our 3 o'clock update. There's Kelly. Kelly's out here with us too, getting blown away. Okay, well, we're going to leave it here for now and come back in maybe a couple more hours and see what it looks like. So, stand by. Okay, it's going on 5 o'clock here in Central Florida. It is definitely a little bit worse than it was a couple hours ago. Let's take a look around. Kelly and Garrett. Yeah, it's actually kind of chilly out here. Excuse me. And mind you, we're still hours away from the worst of it. All right, we'll check you back in later. Okay, it's just after 10 o'clock in the evening. Can't see too much because of being dark. I am in the house. I'm not going outside. It's too windy, but I think we've lucked out. This doesn't seem to be as bad as they forecasted. Of course, we'll know more in the morning. It's raining pretty heavily. I'm guessing we have wind gusts of 45, maybe 50 miles per hour. And hopefully that's about it. So far, our neighbor has lost a gutter. I think, I thought I heard a neighbor say another neighbor did lose a palm tree. So again, we'll wait till the morning and see what we got. Okay, well, good night, everyone. Stay safe. And we'll continue this in the morning. Thank you for watching. Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's about 7:30 a.m. We made it through the night. Luckily, we didn't lose any power. Unfortunately for many of our neighbors here in Central Florida, that was not the case. It is hardly raining at all anymore, but it is windy. Let's turn this camera around so we can take a look. Okay, we've had some damage here. We lost the screen on our porch. Our neighbor, looks like some gutter. It's very windy still. The storm is pulling away. Let's take a walk out front and see what it looks like out front. Alright, doesn't look too bad out here. Don't see any trees down. The trees are blowing in the wind. And, I'm guessing we're experiencing some gusts of about 45 miles an hour, maybe a little bit higher. The rest of the storm is pulling away, and at least here in our family, I think we've done pretty well. So hopefully we can put our first Florida hurricane behind us. Ian, I believe they're saying, is one of the top 5 strongest storms that ever hit the United States. It came ashore as a strong, very strong Category 4. By the time it came over us early this morning, it was, I think, just a Category 1, weak Category 1, possibly even just a tropical storm. But it is still windy. Okay, well, I am going to check back again in a few more hours. Hopefully it'll be a little more calmer. So take care, Central Florida. And I think we, for the most part, dodged the bullet. Take care. Okay, it's 10:30 in the morning on Thursday, and the worst of it's definitely over. It's a little bit breezy. The rain has stopped. Kelly and Garrett took a ride earlier around the neighborhood. There was some damage done to some other homes, mainly like carports and lanais. A couple of people actually, their entire carport just were destroyed. Luckily, we were good here. No damage to the house, except for our lanai. A couple of screens blew out, but that's really no big deal. For the most part, I say we made it good. So we survived our our first encounter with a Florida hurricane, and hopefully he'll be the last for a while. Hopefully we'll have no more hurricanes this season. Of course, as we know, the hurricane season does last till the end of November. And by next hurricane season, we hope to be in our permanent house, which hopefully will be made of brick instead of a modular home we're in now. But I tell you, it stood up pretty good. We didn't lose any of our trees here. Some of our neighbors did, however. But all in all, this part of Central Florida fared pretty well. Unfortunately, there are some reports of some loss of life. It's tragic. I think we're going to find out, not to seem callous or anything, but we're going to find out most of those deaths were due to stupidity. And you know, when you're facing dangerous situations like this, you got to be smart, people. You got to use your heads, because if you don't, you'll pay the ultimate price. Okay, well, I think this is going to be our last video for this storm. Thank you for watching. Hopefully our next content will be something cheerful. Again, I do have news on the house, and look for that video in a couple, 3 days, I guess. But maybe even tomorrow, we'll see. So we're going to let it go here. Again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to put a little magic in your day. Bye for now.